What was the T called again? I didn't have my
Witching
note
to
set
Sane.
up. What?
Witching to Sane.
Okay. And the effect?
It was described as to mend a broken heart and to color a pale soul. I'm going to put it into each of your inventories.
Okay.
Also, this is an aspect of Leaves and Thorns, which is a wisdom.
Ooh.
So you can assign that as you would.
I know I wanted to read the evil book at some point.
Yeah. Well, the
He wanted to smoke that dark pack.
I wanted to smoke that dark pack.
yeah. Um.
Yes. So Harthew, Jonathan, and Kane now have the Leaves and Thorns Witching to Sane recipe.
Beep.
So on to the next book, Dan.
Yeah. So then the 3 and the 3 wait for Laria and Seth.
The
Um,
uncensored variant.
Yeah, it's completely insane. The only thing that you understand is that you should not be reading this. No one should be reading this, and you should still not be reading this. It's dread time. uh, do they even get to roll for it? I don't know.
Can I spend a
It's
passion?
funnier if they do.
Quick question: Do we get
Yeah,
to
they get
assign? Do we
Yeah,
get to
you get
assign
to
these
roll
in
for
Thorns?
it or spend that. Yeah, sure. Or you can spend a passion.
I'll spend a passion.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah, I already gave it to you.
Yeah, we can't assign it though.
Oh, you can't? What the fuck? Oh shit! Did I accidentally assign you the unupdated one? The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, in terms of what the book is actually about, the only thing that you could like, it just rambles on and on about like something about secrets and like the people that keep the secrets and the secrets that keep the secrets and more secrets and how there's the 3 and then also the 3 and they they're the same but different but they keep the secrets. That's the important part. um yeah, no, it's you are not even close to being able to understand any of the contents of that book or its broad significance
I wonder why I chose this book. I don't remember why.
because
You heard that it was fucked up and you were like, hell yeah, I'm gonna read that.
Oh, okay.
basically, yeah, like unsurprisingly it was fucked up, like incredibly. Literally the only thing that you got out of reading that book is the dread that comes with knowing that there is almost certainly a reason why a censored version exists. Because like there is definitely something that needs to be hidden, otherwise there wouldn't be a book about it.
Can I make a roll to figure out how what I need to read this without taking dread damage?
Um,
Well, I mean, we'll leave that second part. We're not gonna answer that second part, but what would you like to roll for?
I would like to roll.
Well, while he's thinking, does anyone else have anything they want to speak up about?
Nope.
Okay. Did you
Yeah.
spend dread, Singe, or did you spend passion? Or are you rolling?
Roll. What do I roll?
2d. Oh wait, hang on. How do you have any dread? You do have dread. Roll 2d6.
2?
Right, no, roll
Yeah,
1d6.
has
Sorry.
disadvantage.
Yeah, sorry, you have to roll 1d6. Actually, no, I'll just take the 6 from there. You pass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask regarding mechanics. I feel like I've asked this before, but I'm guessing that you only get an increase in the actual wisdom itself of a secret if you get the next level of a secret. So like I'll never get Bosk level 2 unless I get a level 2 of a secret with Bosk.
Yes, or the secret that you already have in it becomes level 2, and you get another level 1 secret.
What do you mean?
There are some secrets that can improve as you acquire a deeper understanding of them.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, so either you improve the secret or you get a new, better one.
Yeah.
A reminder to both Nova and Ghost that you can assign your Leaves and Thorns secret.
I was literally just doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means because of Leaves and Thorns, that means I have a technically wasted secret right now. It might be better in the future.
I'm gonna give the because the assignment descriptions for Leaves and Thorns and Book of Hours isn't that fucked up. I'm going to give um them based on their selection. One of them, Dan.
Yeah.
Like it's just common wisdoms, you know.
Yeah.
Like that for Bosk and
All right, I figured it out. What I want to do.
this for whatchamacallit.
Okay, Cappy, what did you figure out? What are you
All right.
rolling?
So as I read that and I go, oh man, that's full of dread, and then I look at it, kind of like be like, and then I go and I light some candles, and I I think real hard with birdsong. I would like to use the wisdom of birdsong to try and scrapulate uh, a reason of why I can't read the fucking book without taking damage, and like to roll moth.
I can't believe he's going to gossip about it.
Okay.
I want.
Why birdsong and why moth?
Okay, so why birdsong? Because birdsong is like of gossip, and I want to know, like, what is the gossip of the air of like, because clearly the air and like the elements would know what the fuck why I can't do it, and maybe the book knows why. So I want to gossip with the book and the thought of it to be like, why can't I read you without fucking taking damage? And I would like to use moth because it is a principle of yearning, and I yearn to figure out why I can't read the book without taking dread damage.
I would say you roll with disadvantage.
Why?
That was that certainly was an explanation that exists.
Like,
My cup.
I think that comes. I think
No,
it's gossip.
Bro was fucking yapping like
Yeah. Um
Yeah, that's birdsong.
there's no birdsong isn't yapping.
Yeah, it is.
It's not
It's
just
gossip.
yapping, I should say. Shit.
it's more aggregated wisdom, but yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
is this the new?
that
Is
can
this the
very
new
much
fucking
appear
map?
like yapping.
This is the whole ass map.
Oh,
yeah.
this is the new map, right? With the 4K.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
So
Actually,
yeah,
but
Cappy,
yeah.
roll with one with disadvantage. So
Yeah.
where are you?
You're a fucking
You got
bastard.
you got one fascination, so you're rolling 2d6 plus 4.
So 0, 2 plus 2b6. Wait, what?
2d6
2d6
plus
plus 4.
Pasta.
But yeah, like,
Fuck
Okay.
yeah.
So
I thought you were gonna just not do the slash roll. I thought you were just gonna type it again.
so did
I wish there was a quick. I wish there was like a quick button to do it.
All right,
Okay,
sorry. Go on,
so
bud.
yeah. You light your candles. You hold your little strange ritual type beat. Um, you just sort of you talk to the wind. The wind does not hear. The wind cannot hear. Um, you don't really gain anything out of this other than a nervousness. Roll your dread. Also, would you like to spend a reason, or would you like to roll for fascination?
I'll roll for fascination.
Okay. Also, oh right. Sorry, you already spent your passion to avoid the dread, so you don't have to do that. You just roll for your fascination.
Yeah.
Cappy out here collecting fascination to make his moth better. He is following
Yeah.
the Minty path.
Attempting to discern a vibes based answer on the book has really just confirmed that the vibes of the book are in fact atrocious.
But I want to know why.
The feng shui is ominous.
Yes, but just trying to vibe with the book with terrible vibes is just gonna get you more bad vibes.
The best way I can describe this, Cappy, you are currently like wood aligned, and the book is metal aligned. It does not flow very well.
I'm just imagining
The book is
Laria
moon
like
aligned is the
I'm just
problem.
I'm just imagining Laria like fucking sitting on the ground on her
You're not
knees,
particularly
looking
fascinated by this, like only
looking
a little bit.
And I read
looking
the
at the
book.
book with the fucking book in the air, just tears and snot streaming down her face, like, please vibe with me.
That's literally what I'm doing right now.
And the book refuses
That
to
that
vibe with you.
and that
And
choice of and
Vaughn
that
is the
course
book, and he's being a fucking bastard about it.
that course of action is why I made you roll fascination. But yeah,
And
you
I
don't
didn't get
I want to read the
fascinated.
book.
Also, before we move on
Yes.
to Minty,
Yes.
Hi.
I'll just say the leaves and thorns extra little bit of information out loud because all of you chose Bosk on it.
Okay.
The gardener's first lesson is this: know your thorns, know your poisons. There's no point thinking about tomorrow when we aren't expecting to live through today. This is the lessons our ancestors learnt the hard way in the wood. This is Bosk.
Wow, so informative.
It's
Yes.
just the wisdom.
That fucking sucks.
A mosquito? That is a mosquito.
Okay, but yeah, in terms of Minty,
You
Minty was reading
expanded
the
Nova's box.
Sunset, something or other. I forget what it's called.
Oh god, we're so tiny now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading the Sunset Passages.
Sunset Passages.
Yes.
Yeah, you were reading them aloud in the streets. With
You were
a
singing
lot
them
more
even.
fervor and a lot more singing, and a lot less actually reading any of the words than you probably were expecting.
This isn't because the book is especially difficult. It's more so a result
It's just
of
you
your
know the
current
words
state of
better than the
mind.
book does.
Yeah, like the book is wrong.
Yeah.
So we can assume like a week has passed.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have been doing this for a week.
We can assume that throughout the week, like maybe I attempted to roll lantern for something.
No,
No,
You were kind of
no. Have you? Like, what would you roll lantern on?
I
The
don't
book is
know.
Forge.
Cast fireball on a random citizen. Wait, no, guiding bolt.
No. I am illuminating them.
Yeah, guiding
With
bolt.
knowledge.
Did you try casting guiding bolt on a random Anglican over the course of the week?
More
That's
than
what's
likely. Yes, more than likely.
Okay.
all right, cool.
Okay.
Make the roll. Let's see if he killed somebody.
I can't believe he's actually
Are you
casting
actually
Divine
going to
Skeleton
roll
Death
lantern
Blast.
to try to just fucking smite an Anglican with holy lightning
Yes.
or holy fire?
Yes.
Okay, make your roll. You can you have -5 advantage on it.
Why is it
Like,
-5?
Congratulations, you would have gone insane, but unfortunately, you're already insane.
Okay,
Not
but
smite the Anglican.
you see, I
mean,
understand.
Like you,
I
you
understand.
about him, but
But
you know.
wait,
He rolled
No.
lantern.
But Dan, I understand now. For you see, I need to purchase lamps. To
They're gonna say
improve the
lamps.
lantern, I need the lamps, brother.
He's going to just start spending all of his money on lamps, isn't he?
I need the lamps, brother.
I can't
Wait.
believe he's getting dementia.
This guy will really be the death of fucking
Okay.
tawdry.
Wait. So is this? Does Minty show up? Okay, so are we meeting
So-
up after the week ends? Like, are we meeting up now?
We'll get to that. Give us a minute.
We'll get to that in a second. There's a couple things we need to go through first. So first, okay, sure. I think you can afford lamps in theory. I don't know how you get money for food, but we've abstracted that out. And like, you
Begging.
could probably starve for lamps, like in your current condition.
Yes,
Also,
and
I
that's
don't
also
think
the
I don't
advantage.
think Minty understands money right now. Not in the
Also,
way that other people do.
yes, but there's the convenient way of making money, like where people pay you to go away and stop singing to them.
So here's the thing. So
Pretty sure
we'll get
rocks
to
are
that in a
most
second
likely
in terms of the
payment.
money thing, but there is a couple things have happened. First, you through reading about like reading and singing and holding the book while you do it, I guess you have
Wait, hang on, Dan.
yeah.
Before you go and say it, remember he is insane and not
Oh
understanding
no,
things.
this is
The last thing he remembers is flying directly into the sun.
yes. Yeah,
Um,
so yeah.
do you want to split party this
Okay, yeah.
so that
Oh my
so
God,
that
Jimmy's
he
on the
does
wrong
his
dance.
thing?
So, um, assuming you periodically still meet up with the gang, they would know what you're up to, right? Or or are you doing this full time and just out on the town somewhere?
I'm probably keeping to a routine. It depends on how observant they are about the singing and the lamps.
It
I'm
is a
homeless. I probably see him.
Okay,
Does
probably see them,
Hearthu
yeah.
does Hearthu tell me about his need for the lamps?
Not Farfield.
No.
No, does Hearthu
Does
tell
Farfield
me
tell you
about Alexander?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see.
I don't know about his thing for lamps. I just see him on the street
You
sometimes and
see
go,
him
"What the
preaching
fuck?"
and holding a suspiciously large number of lamps.
Also,
Yeah.
remember that I'm preaching in Latin
Yes.
because the book is in Latin.
I'm
Yes.
very interested.
My
in
character would
what's
chalk
going on.
that up to you being you, though.
Yeah, like
How
as
many-
far as everyone else is concerned, very little has changed.
How many random items have been thrown at him? Rocks, rotten tomatoes, shit like that. How much?
Oh,
By this
we'll
point?
get to that later. The important thing is you do figure out what the book is about. Like you are 100% certain you know what the book has to be about.
Cool,
And
excellent.
it is about the god that is the moth, that is the lamp.
Perfect.
Like that thing that you saw, the book just confirms it to you. Like you know this now.
Yep.
The reason it was forged, you know
Well,
this now.
Well, yeah, you had to forge the lamp.
Yeah.
He knows.
So,
He
yeah.
knows you can know.
Wait, can I? Okay, so by hearing this from Hearthu, can I go and watch Alexander do one of these
You can
sermons?
watch
I-
his
the
sequel
only-
sermons if you
Yeah.
want.
The only thing that
Do
I
I gain
communicate to
anything
you
from
is that I
this?
have seen him.
Yeah. But like you if you heard about it and you wanted to go see his sermons, I am sure that you could find them.
Yeah.
The thing is,
He's loud.
would this be any different from the normal behavior that they have come to expect?
Probably
I feel like
besides the lamp thing, I don't think so, especially since nobody else knows Latin.
Alright, but this is
Were
clearly
you
like.
preaching in Latin before this, or like was your preaching in English previously?
It was probably also in Latin.
Okay, yeah. So as far as anyone that doesn't know Latin can tell, nothing has changed.
Except when I was yelling at Anglicans, that would have been in English.
Yeah. Is that no longer in English?
I don't know, am I still yelling at Anglicans?
Possibly.
Well, there's the answer.
Okay, but if you are still yelling at Anglicans, it would still be in English.
Yes.
Yeah, then nothing has discernibly changed about your behavior, basically.
Perfect.
Except to anyone that happens to understand your sermons. The only difference is lamps. Okay, now the question is, you're still doing all, you're still like going off doing that. The rest of the party is, probably still meeting up at the Society of Saint Hydra. Do we want to split the party for this? Because you're not going to be there for what happens next, probably, because you're busy preaching, like full time.
Good question. Does anyone tell me that people are going back to Saint Hydra? Like, how did we organize there in the first place?
I mean, you just started meeting up there, like relatively organically. It looks like, because that's where everyone assumes everyone's going to meet up.
Well,
Assumed thus far.
You are
Well-
also insane and have probably found something much more important to do.
what do you mean?
Right.
There's people there that need to be informed about lamps.
Yeah, but there's also people on the street that need
Yeah,
to
but
know
like,
about lamps, and there's a
you've
lot
been
more.
preaching, you've been preaching nonstop for the past week. Are you really going to stop now?
Well, have I finished the book?
You have, you're relatively certain that you know exactly what's in the book now.
You
I
also
know.
haven't really been able to keep track of how much book there is.
That is a fair point. What should I roll to determine if I show up?
What do you want?
Whatever the fuck you want. Flip a
Lantern.
book, I don't know.
Okay. You're too busy reading the book then.
Perfect.
You roll a negative something or other.
I could roll a 1.
All right.
It's possible for me to get a...
6 plus 4. You know what? Sure. You could roll a 1. Make your roll.
Damn.
No.
You are pretty sure that, like, there's preaching to be done.
Okay.
People need to know
All
about,
right.
about the
Welcome
boss.
back, Meta.
Dan,
Yes.
which one do you want?
I don't know. Either or works.
Do you think you can play Bothered Straight Man or Schizo Adventures more or
Let's
better?
just try to launch it real quick.
There is. I think I know what I think I know what I need to do for the Schizo Adventures.
So you're leaning more towards that?
Yeah.
All right, then I'll take everyone else.
Okay.
So, go ahead and drag Minty over to your split party.
Oh no.
Okay. I don't actually have the ability to do that, but okay.
Oh, you don't? Sorry. I'll,
All right, I am
I'll
back.
drag him over.
I'm back again.
Wait, so Minty's not going to be at the meetup, can my character be like, where the fuck is Alexander?
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to be like, so does that mean, is there a way that I could join Alexander on his schizo adventure?
No, you like
Darn.
that dude's just lost in the sauce right now. You haven't
Aw.
seen him in a bit. All right, so you guys
Oh
have
yeah, we need more music. Wait, hold up before we get into it. I need like a good music.
all right, yeah.
All right, question unrelated to the tabletop, but it's important because I'm trying to make a short list for my brother. Name a good fucking cookie topping.
Cookie
Chocolate
top?
chip.
I already have that on the list.
Oatmeal.
Ew.
Peanut butter? Peanut
No, I
butter?
mean, no. Bot has a true. I mean, it is a topping. In the case that I'm
peanut
talking
butter
about.
cups?
Peanut butter cups. There we go.
Yeah, wouldn't
You're
you?
not
Wouldn't you
understanding
normally
what
fill
I'm
your
asking here,
confectionaries?
Ghost.
Yeah, you'd normally fill your confectionaries with strawberry jam. You wouldn't put it on top.
I said topping, but topping in the case of actually baking cookies refers to the primary ingredients you throw in it, like chocolate chips.
Oh yeah, then you would put fucking jam in there.
What year is this again, Bod? I
I've
forget.
never heard of jam on it, but it
34.
sounds good. Or jam inside, but yeah, I've never heard
1934.
of that, but it sounds good
Yes.
actually.
So, um, you guys meet up
All right.
at the Society of Saint Hydra as you've been wont to do for the past several weeks. Notably, just about everyone is there except for the Sister of the Knot, who is still away. Uh, and except for the professor.
That's different.
And as you walk inside, you notice. Okay, Dan just sent me a DM. As you walk inside, you notice that whatchamacallit. Not only not only is everyone giving you guys very pointedly bothered stares, except for the two old men who are still arguing amongst each other. There's also someone else at the bar. That someone is the same someone that bumped into you guys about a week earlier when he walked into here, the constable looking fellow. He is currently talking to the bartender, and when the bartender sees you guys walk in, he glances over to you, and the man turns around.
I just walk over and sit in a stool.
Good. Next to him or just at the bar?
Just at the bar. It can be like 1-2 seats away.
Am I in the front or in the back of the group as we
I
enter?
don't know.
Who's,
I don't know.
Who's the? Okay, well.
Sloth has already moved.
Okay, so it's clearly Sloth's in front. How do we decide this?
Roll for initiative.
Yeah, actually. Like,
Sure, everyone roll 1d6.
okay,
I've already made my decision.
Yeah, Sloth rolled a 7, by the way.
Sorry, I was switching my laundry. What did you guys end up doing?
I told you guys that just about everyone is there at the speakeasy.
Okay, whew.
Yeah, I rolled that just about everyone is there, or I told everyone that just about everyone's there for the speakeasy, Nova, except for the professor who isn't there, and
Okay.
the Sister of the Knot who is fucked up, who is still fucked off. And whatchamacallit, everyone is giving you guys very pointedly annoyed looks, and there's another person at the in the speakeasy speaking to the bartender when you walk in. That person in particular is the same guy that bumped into you guys when you walked out. The constable-looking fellow. So yeah.
So am I in the back then?
No, Nova is.
All right. So okay. So Kane's in the front. All right. Kane's in the back. I'm in the middle, and you're in front.
It was
All right.
initiative.
So, yeah. Okay. So okay. Since I'm in the middle, I would like to roll. I would like to roll winter because it's the presence of silence and it's like the ending of things. I want to end this like this possible bad thing as I see him. I see his badge and I slip behind Kane and away from the door discreetly. Because Sloth and Jonathan are clearly taking up, and he's talking to the bartender. I would like to silently leave. Not I deny.
All right. Roll. I would say that you get 1 degree of advantage for that. Go ahead and roll.
That 3d6.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'll totally forget. So you have to tell me again later.
Cappy whore.
Teehee.
Hehe.
Okay.
Perfectly mid-roll.
Let's see. So I would say that he saw you, but Jonathan is quite a bit larger than you. So I will say that since he was in the middle of turning around, you did manage to slip out the door. Uh, you can choose if you'd like to deafen yourself or not.
So
Regardless, he has
can I
seen it.
continue? Can I continue my action? Are there any windows near the building or anything like that?
No,
Can I
this
see?
is in a cellar
Okay,
without
so it's a
windows.
cellar. There's no cellar windows?
Oh,
No.
this is a speakeasy.
Hmm.
Cappy, this is a speakeasy.
Oh, I do have two
Right,
dread.
he does. It was a 5d6.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, no, then you definitely succeeded.
Okay, rad as fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, he sees everyone else. You can tell by the look in his by. I mean, he looks extremely tired, but you can tell by the look in his eye that you guys aren't going anywhere. Uh,
Alright, I'm gonna def myself.
he turns back to the bartender for a moment, and asks him in a very gruff voice. Well, do you mind if I use your side room, sir? To which the bartender agrees, and the constable motions for you all to shuffle off into the back room.
Does my character notice? I am looking at the bartender.
He gives you a tap.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Yep. So
Yeah, it's probably best to let her.
so you guys are shuffled off into the back room. Uh, there's a table back there that you can sit down and get yourself comfortable. He sighs as he sits down and says, uh, how do I want to go about what you say? Sorry for the interruption. It's just a little bit of an investigation that we've got going on. Now, based on the descriptions that I've got, you folks are all new to this sort of thing, right?
Thing.
Sorry. D.I. Douglas, Suppression Bureau.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, well, I just have a few questions to ask you. He pulls out a notebook as he speaks. Produces a pen, sets it down on the table, and begins to go through his notes. Have you lot heard about the fire that went on a couple of weeks ago?
No. Yeah, that was really it.
Dreadful thing that happened to those Calvinists, I'd say. What were each of you doing on the night?
Jonathan, you and I were running some business, correct?
He stares at you both pointedly.
Nothing crazy, just simply picking up some dues that were required from a gentleman.
He raises his eyebrow at that.
Yeah.
And your employees being? Right. Yes. Thank you for that. And the rest of you?
I'm homeless. I'm sure you can see.
What were you doing on the night, sir?
Smoking poppy. Came into a little bit of cash just beforehand because of the job we did for the Morning Star altogether. And then I was just smoking poppy and drinking that night.
He nods, writing things down. Could you get? No, I won't press it. And then he turns to Seth. Points his pen at him. And you, sir? he leave?
Yeah, he left.
Oh, he didn't say anything.
He
Or
didn't
not that I
say
heard.
anything. Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Damn. He would have enjoyed this encounter. So he writes all that out, muttering under his breath, and then after that he mentions, "Now then, as I'm sure one of you should know," he glances at Nova. There's been a bit of bureau business going on at the University of London, and recently there was a. He waits for Nova to stop coughing annoyedly. Um, as I was saying, recently there's been a bit of a buggered problem going on there. Namely, a homeless man breaking in, screaming about something, harassing a woman. And there were two men with him. Those two men were later seen within the building, leaving with a couple of books. You folks wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No, what? When did this happen?
Oh,
I haven't been back to the
Oh.
university since they cut my, you know.
about a week ago. Well, to be honest with you, not really. But the sort of books that are the sort of books in that place attract more than you'd think.
The fuck would I learn from a book?
I don't believe he can read, honestly.
I can read. I start like looking at
So
the
you guys
constable's
wouldn't happen
badge
to know
just
anything
for
about.
minutes at a time.
So you folks wouldn't happen to know anything about the homeless man described.
What did he look like? Welsh. There's a couple of Welshmen about these streets.
Do we seem like someone who'd associate with the Welsh?
The damn lunatic was screaming about something. The damn lunatic was screaming something about Anglicanism. So you have nothing to do with that, or with that homeless preacher, and you wouldn't happen to know anything about what he's been doing for the past week.
If we've ever run into him, it had to be happenstance, that is all.
So you know nothing about the preaching that's been going on in the congregation that he's been attracting to himself.
They're telling me that a crazed homeless man who harassed a woman in the library has now formed a congregation?
Yes.
Sounds like more alms for me.
Now I haven't heard it myself. Don't speak Latin anyhow. But so there hasn't been an official investigation open, but there have been some troubling words passed around. You lot wouldn't happen to know anything about the sunset rites? About a lamp? About a moth? Well, of course you know about the moth. Of course you know about the lantern and all that crap. The damn cultists. He rubs his forehead. So, you wouldn't happen to know anything about this man?
Do you know anything, officer, about this ginger dwarf? I've seen him once, twice actually, running around here.
I'm asking questions here.
Fair enough.
He sighs, closes his book. Oh, that'll be all, gentlemen. Thank you for your cooperation.
Anytime.
He just sort of closes his book and leaves you with the and leaves. Walks out of the back room. You guys are still in the back room, away from everyone else. If you'd like to confer amongst each other about what the fuck is the Welshman been doing.
What do you mean, fellow homeless man?
I mean, the three of us are technically, well, the two of us are both technically homeless.
I've gotten a room and board since.
But really,
He's moving up in the world.
I'm genuinely impressed.
The bed I slept on only had bed bugs.
Oh, how dignified of you. Yes, I feel like I should. Yes. I don't know. It's very peculiar. I honestly haven't been keeping up with much other than, reading the books I bought at a local bookstore. Can't remember what her bookstore name is. Other than that, I haven't really seen the Welsh. Should we be concerned about him? Well,
If we go into the woods and we find him there, that's probably not going to be a good thing. We might want to find him sooner than later.
I have a feeling that we might not even be able to enter the woods if we don't have, if he isn't wrangled, for lack of better terms. If we're all connected in the woods in some way, there's a good standing that we can't all enter unless we're all trying at once.
Either that, or if we all enter except for him, he'll just pass out.
I actually didn't think about that.
Either way, it's better if we find him sooner than later.
Yes, he would. He's obviously bringing attention to us.
All right. So as you guys step out of that back room, the bartender is looking at you guys as though and motions you over. Are you guys gonna? Okay, good. So he sets both hands down on the counter, gives a heavy sigh, and looks up at you, Jonathan, and stays silent for a bit, and then he says, "Do you remember the rules about this society that I told you?" Don't go causing trouble for the other people here. He drums his fingers on the fucking counter or on the bar or on the bar top. Drumming his fingers on it. And here you are bringing bureau detectives in here. Now, I'm not saying that you're bad, because you aren't. But I think it would be best if you all stopped using this as a meeting place. Whatever skullduggery you all have been getting up to, we'd rather not you drag us into it.
Aye, that's understandable. At least
With
till
all
the
due-
heat
with-
cools.
With all due respect, I haven't done shit. Am I encouraged to not come back?
The Bureau don't exactly care about guilt by association. Or about a lack of guilt by association. You get what he meant.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck the correct term is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we clear our names, can we come back then?
Well, you could come back. It's just not so often, and You're not using this as your little headquarters.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we probably should get the
Alright,
heat off the Welshman.
He waves you off, and he waves you off and silently tells you guys to fuck off. He just nods and goes back to cleaning his glasses.
Well, that's unfortunate.
All right,
That makes two
so-
places I've been kicked out of.
Your short speakeasy done. All right. Again, you're allowed to come back. Just
Be careful.
no
about
more
it.
no more temporary HQs.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna be coming back here every session.
Yeah.
Unless
So
you wanna
we
talk to
we need
someone.
to. We might need to pool together some money in order to get a temporary HQ, or just find some in.
Should definitely figure out what this congregation this man is doing is.
Mhm. Shit. I guess your party is still into funds right now because you guys haven't really done anything to. You guys haven't really pursued, lasting. You guys haven't pursued lasting financial benefit yet. You've just been doing odd jobs.
Actually,
Oh right, you guys also just stepped out of the speakeasy to see Cappy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cappy. Just so you know, well before they, or a good deal of time before they walked out, the constable walked out past you.
Yeah, I was reading a newspaper.
Completely inconspicuously.
reading.
I know. Inconspicuous.
There were actually also little cartoon books people would pick up for like 58 cents and stuff like that.
Liaria, we have some unfortunate news.
Oh no. Did
Did
Seth die?
No,
sadly
that's
not yet.
Damn it.
no, but we won't be able to hang out here too long anymore.
Oh, why is that?
Well,
You're
the
welcome
bar-
back, just not so frequently.
yeah, the barkeep wasn't too pleased with us getting the bureau's attention so quickly.
We can't meet here anymore.
Oh, well. What happened with the constable? What happened? Who was that?
He was investigating the shenanigans.
Oh, he's from the bureau. He's not like a real cop.
You know when you burn
Oh.
And also your arson. He does seem more concerned with Alexandria than that.
he's gathering people.
He's forming a literal congregation. Can you believe it?
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yes, it is good that he's succeeding
Good
at his goals,
Good
but
for him, bad for
Sorry, I
us.
wasn't actually listening to what you were saying. What about him?
He's collecting people. It's a congregation of some kind, and if we
Thank
don't
you,
get him,
Hartu.
if we don't get him under wraps, it might pose a problem if we're trying to further ourselves in this cult shit.
Oh wow, this is just all to cock.
I just see all emotion, or you just see all emotion drain from my face.
What you sent me a goddamn Wikipedia article about. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. That is what that would be Laria's fucking reaction. It's just, Ah, that's just Altacock, isn't it? Anyway, I have shopping to do. Are we doing anything today? Any reading or anything on our little club docket?
Damn, he does not care about the hook.
He's right
Yeah.
here.
I don't know. I mean, Harthy's right here. Are you talking about the other homeless one? Wait,
With
there's
all due
another-
respect, I'm not the insane one, at least.
Probably shouldn't have let him look into the sun.
Well, I didn't want him to look into the sun.
But that's what they say. Hindsight's 2020, and it was fascinating to witness.
Oh yeah, much like much like you and your college cane. All right, well let's go get Alexander.
Could find him, but also we should also try to see if we could figure out a new place to meet more regularly.
We could.
All right. So
Well, I guess my I have a
Are the
vaguely
Mentos?
large apartment. It's a single flat, but we could probably meet up there after we
where
get
did you say it was,
Alexander.
Cappy?
Huh?
Where did you say it was, Cappy? It was somewhere
It's still
in
marked on the
north
map, I
side.
think.
No, it was we had to switch to a different map. Remember?
No, wait.
It was
Here
on
be
north side,
Oh,
right?
that's Here Be Leprechauns.
Yeah,
It's somewhere around there.
I think it was in SW3 or SW7.
It was in Upper London, so
I feel like it would be more reasonable to have it in SW3.
it was in Kings Road. Yeah, it's right there where Sloth is.
Shit, nice sloth.
That was by accident. Yay.
Yeah, I'd say it's. I think just somewhere around there.
1, 2, 6. Oh. South.
I think I'm the only person that actually has a fucking actual place to live that is relatively big.
2024. That's not gonna work. I can't do dark colors. Yeah, that works. It's moth colored. Alright, shit. Is Dan ready yet? Well, we're twiddling our thumbs waiting for Dan.
So might as well go shopping.
I'm gonna check in on him real quick.
Ooh, alright, well, we're
Well-
gonna go shopping then. Send it to me, I forgot. Then send it to Tova.
Alright, should be done soon.
Alright, so we're going to the local shopping place. I guess since
I
So-
am getting a top hat.
we're getting
I'm gonna get dripped out with one piece of clothing new.
Alright, is it we're you know what? I like this little side adventure. Let's go get Artie
No
and a
coat.
top hat.
No coat.
Just a
Just-
top hat.
Just a top hat. Completely tattered fucking homeless man with a pristine top hat.
How much are a top hat? Let me look.
They're probably like half pound.
So shirts are like 40 cents.
Yeah. They're like fucking top hats are probably about a half pound because they're like made to last. They're also made for.
All right. Yeah, they're like 40, 30 cents.
Yeah, that's fine then.
That's insane. Like, isn't that like okay? So $2.95 back then. That's like what? It's like $30 now.
Yeah. Gonna give me a top hat.
I have to
Should
look
I,
at the
should I also
version.
get one of those rich people wigs?
Yeah.
I don't even know if they have that in this year's catalog.
They probably don't.
Do you want dueling gloves, like white dueling gloves?
All right.
All right,
So,
so all right,
hold on.
we're buying. We're going.
wait. No, you guys, you can go shopping afterwards. Like, you can just write down what the fuck you got. You guys were searching, right?
All right, we're writing it down, I guess.
God. Yeah. As you guys are traipsing about town, you come across a rather horrid noise, which is to say Alexander Welshington preaching in Latin.
I see.
Yeah,
Oh?
so in
Um,
addition to him preaching in Latin, he looks pretty substantially different now. In particular, he is wearing one of those like mining helmets with a lamp on top on his head,
Mm-hmm.
and he has numerous lanterns with candles in them.
Like hanging off of him?
Like, you know, he's going on his hand. He's just kind of got like one on. Do you
One
have
on-
one on your belt? Like, how many do you
One on the
want?
belt.
Yeah, one on his belt. Like, you know, he is lamped up.
Are they all lit?
Yes.
Pretty lit.
He's
Yeah,
lamp
We just
maxing?
turn the corner in the shopping center. He's just on a soapbox.
No, you're not on the like. Are you on the soapbox or are you like wandering around town with this?
I'm definitely wandering.
Yeah, he's wandering around town with this, and there's these there's these three kids, like you know, not quite kids, but like you know, fucking like young, pretty obviously middle class idle youths, just kind of like following him and staring at him as if he's revealed the deep secrets of the
Yeah.
world to them.
Oh
He's
god.
They're all-
speaking Latin.
there
Ah.
are also a considerably large number of other people about. You can't tell if they are actually paying attention to him or if they're just staring in confusion and amusement at the strange man
Yes.
and wishing that he'd leave.
Yeah.
Found,
Oh.
found the
See, I knew
Welshman.
we'd find Alexander by going shopping.
Okay,
I'm
but
so smart.
before we should we actually approach him? Did that raise suspicion towards us?
You're right, Kane. You go.
What? Why I? You're the one who didn't speak to the.
I know,
To
but
the-
you're already in trouble.
I can't speak Latin. I mean, not proficiently. I
Just
know some
repeat back
Latin
to what-
words.
Just repeat back what he's saying.
That's. How would that help us?
He would probably follow you.
Fine.
They're
I'll-
floundering. They do not know how to approach the man who is currently experiencing psychosis at all times.
They do not know how to approach the man that has
Okay.
many
No.
lanterns.
Now is when I have
No
to
one
go.
has
Sorry,
many
guys.
friends as the man with
See ya.
many lanterns. Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
go.
Sloth has
Alright,
to
see
go.
ya.
Bye.
Yeah.
I guess I'll approach Mr. Welsher.
All right. You approach Mr. Welcher.
Hey, Alexander.
Alexander, in how insane have you been leading on the insanity, Dan?
You know, it depends. He's very sure of things.
Yes.
I am confident.
Yes.
All right.
The three youths are like whispering to each other behind Alexander Welcher, and they take note of you approaching him, and like they're kind of just giving you the fucking fluoride stare, but you're not sure what they're thinking right now.
Brother, I need your soul to look upon the face of God.
Pardon? Alexander, are you implying that we head back into the Mansis so you can look at the god again?
What greater purpose is there?
Right, so you still know who I am.
Of course. You are my flock.
See?
It is at this point that upon hearing that you're part of his flock, that the three youths rush towards you and start badgering you with incomprehensible questions. And by incomprehensible, I don't mean like they're insane, no, they're just asking them very quickly.
God, why are these young men following you, Alexander?
They are my flock.
I
answer as if it should be obvious.
One of the onlookers pointedly asks if you know this man.
I join him. You know this man.
Gloria, I swear.
One of the three youths asked, "Oh, do you know? So you do know the master from before?"
Listen, Alexander, do you mind if we could take this conversation into a less populated area?
If we must.
I feel like it would help me better take in whatever prophetic things you must tell us without distraction.
All right.
The three are,
Lead on.
Understandingly, and continue to whisper amongst each other, and you're pretty sure that they're whispering about like how much more influential and grand the master is than they thought.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna
Just
try.
fucking laughing.
I'm gonna look back at Jonathan and Liaria and like give him like a head nudge, and try to like lead them into like a back alley or somewhere that is a little bit more private.
All right.
Yeah,
Alright.
I guess you do.
Cool.
It's a very well illuminated back alley with all of the lamps.
Yes, I feel like there's nowhere
And
to.
also all of the sunlight.
Yes.
The
Why-
sun is it is a
It's
a
still
sunny day, by the way,
and,
not a
like,
cloud in
the
sight.
lamps on during the middle of the day is, only slightly suspicious.
I don't know, Jonathan. Harthu, how do you feel about it? Do you think Kane's got this? We have a lot of bags in our hand.
I will also mention, Minty.
Hi.
This is as important as you decide it is. Uncharacteristic of a March or April day in London. There isn't a cloud in sight. It's just sun shining down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd
So-
throw that out there.
The rest of you follow Kane and the small cult?
Huh. Jonathan is also mute, and I guess Harthu is also mute for the time being.
Okay.
Yeah, I follow.
Yeah, so all of you go into the alley then. The youths are kind of just staring at the three of you. Master, are all of them part of your flock?
Of course.
Wow.
Goodness.
Wait, okay. As we go into the alley, I drop one of my bags and I go, Alexander, guess what? We got you, and I pull out another hammer and I give it to him.
Put him a hammer.
Yeah, we bought him a hammer. We also bought Harthu a top hat, but he doesn't get it yet because he's holding it, and he's not here.
Like, do you actually do that?
Yes, actually.
He compulsively takes it and stares at it for a few seconds. Then recognition dawns, and he tucks it away. Thank you. This will be most useful.
For
Oh
the
God.
next Anglican.
Well, at
Army
least you
of
haven't
insane.
completely lost your mind. You at least still have some memories and remembrance of what you're, well,
You see,
what we're up
Kane,
to.
this is why I'm so smart, because I knew in my heart that he would remember that the hammer, and then he would gain some of his sanity back.
Truly, truly, you are the most intelligent amongst
And
all of
here you
us.
are not doing anything.
Because you see,
Right!
the hammer would take me back to a grounded moment of sanity, like when I was bashing in someone's skull.
Yes! That's
A
literally
core memory, if you will.
of him bashing in an Anglican.
Have you been
He
bashing
wasn't
in
even an
Anglicans?
Anglican, he was a Calvinist.
Have you been bashing in Calvinist skulls?
To be fair, I don't think I could tell the difference.
Probably not.
In your current state, absolutely not.
Back then, also
Your
probably not.
your perception of people have been separated into those who are saved and those who are not.
Those who are of my flock and those who are not. Yes.
Not yet.
And those who
Well, yeah.
cannot be, and
Oh,
thus must be destroyed.
Okay, I mean, like,
Sure.
Right, do you at least remember who the Bureau is?
Out of character, no.
Oh gosh.
Good.
Good. Alright, so... give me one moment. I have a quick aside with Jonathan and Learia. Okay, what are we supposed to do? He obviously has no idea the state in which he's in. He has no idea of if the Bureau is coming after him and what will happen if they do.
This is easy, Kane. You're overthinking it. We need to play by his rules. So we say that powerful heretics are after him.
That's just going to make him want to fight them.
But they wield the powers of a counter lamp god that will extinguish his lamp. A gun.
Okay.
And so if we throw it this way, he will avoid them, and if we spin it in a way where we could say that we need to gain more followers for his flock and more power by not doing what he's doing, don't draw attention to yourself. You conserve your energy so you could fight back against the anti-lantern people.
So we're
The
going to
heretics,
try and
if you will.
get him to bring his.
What do you mean? I know, but he needs to take his light, and I'm like, Logan is like trying to go through all the fucking, she's going through her fucking history. It's like flashing in her mind like fucking Interstellar, like.
example, sure. Do you like listening in on any of this, or do you just not care?
I'm probably listening in because I'm like somewhat intrigued. Like, I want to be aware of what my flock is doing.
Okay, because the youths definitely are, and like that sort of fucking cow-eyed expression is only getting bigger. Like, I knew it. This is why they haven't taught us this anywhere. They're trying to keep it hidden. They don't want the truth to get out.
Fuck.
Notably, one of the three youths looks like significant. Like, he looks pretty disheveled, despite looking like he's from a well-off family. Like, lots of like little scratches and like bruises and stuff.
I have
like,
a big idea.
He's had a rough like.
I see
Been there,
them,
buddy.
I see them in the corner of my eye, and an idea pops, and I do not elaborate to Kane and Jonathan. I turn towards the kids and I usher them over.
Yes,
They going
sister?
in. Are you? I feel like you're a true believer of Father
Christianity.
Alexander, correct?
Yes, he's shown us the wood. We didn't take
Uh,
him seriously at first, but
Bad people are after him. Very bad people. We call them the police, and possibly others that might attribute that. But those are very bad people. They want to snuff out his light.
No, hold on, let her cook.
they're like obviously very afraid once you mention that he's picked a fight with the entire police.
So we
Like,
cannot
they're
let
still rich kids.
Yeah, and so we cannot let anyone know where he is. But for you to be saved, and for him to be saved, to hopefully bring the entire world to light in euphoria, we must keep him hidden so he can grow his power. And you must tell him that he must conserve his power so he may become higher with God. The moth. Yes, closer.
You
And
know
I
I can probably hear this.
Petrified. Also, he can definitely hear
Yes, and I'm like, well, yeah, I'm telling it to everybody. I'm not making a instance of keeping it from Alexander. I'm just telling them, if we need to keep Alexander alive. Uh, I quickly go. Oh, then something pops in my mind, and I go and I turn my head to Jonathan. I guess I turn my head to Jonathan. I think. Do you want to hide him in your house or my house? Where should his church start? What's wrong? There's already something wrong with him. There's not much you can do more.
Um, I, sister, our sister speaks the truth.
Yeah. So
I turn to the three. Our sister speaks the truth, and for you, I have a divine task. Find quarters. Find a place that
church.
can become our temple.
We must build him a church or find him a church.
God,
So
The Disco
they're,
Elysium
they're
reference.
still kind of petrified after learning that the entire police is after you, but eventually it does get through to them, and they realize they understand.
You're the chosen.
They have yes, master. We can bring you your flock in your temple.
I nod sagely.
I'm glad he made that
Just
decision.
try and keep it as discreet as possible.
Oh, the scratched up one, which appears to be like the one that the three of them have elected to be their leader. Just like kind of says, just kind of looks at the lot of you basically. Harthu's like still there, and he's just like, yeah, I we can we'll find a temple. Father has given up asking where I spend my money, so I don't think discretion will be a problem.
Oh wait,
Sick.
can I say something real quick? So
You're
when
not
I
robbing the
gave
kid.
Alexander the hammer, I would like to add a cost to it. So it's the usual cost of a hammer. It's a pretty big, hefty hammer, but also a gold inlay is $1 in USD back then. And I want to gold inlay a lantern into the hammer and give it to him in front of the kids.
Is this like a retroactive change you're making to the?
No, I just remembered it.
Oh,
I
okay.
just want to make sure. I didn't know what was going, but I think the kids should be known to the kids. That's what's happening.
Yeah, no, they just
Magical
kind of take
hammer.
it as a matter of course.
Yeah, magical hammer.
Like, yeah, no, the master needs his holy tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, and then you know, the three idiots just kind of, you know, go back to, just kind of, generally being like awkward young Londoners. And yeah, they just continue. They continue their usual routine of following Alexander Lusher, but they're animatedly discussing between themselves where they can, where like what they could afford that would be a glorious enough temple for their new master.
Oh fucking Christ! I stumbled upon the lamp part of the Sears catalog.
Don't worry, he has plenty of lamps.
I found textiles. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that this thing is labeled Cool Cap, the image of the hat I found.
Cool cap.
Right, I already forgot that we're just wearing a mining helmet permanently now. That's just a thing.
Oh wait, is that the type of one where you put a little bit of water in it and you let a little bit of the gas out? That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a naphtha lamp.
Yeah, it's one of those where you put the fucking rocks that don't like water and release explosive gas.
No, this one runs off of just straight up lighter fluid.
Oh really? Damn,
Yeah.
that's sick as fuck. That is far less cool than angry rocks that don't like water.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's just like a normal, easily accessible lamp that takes like naphtha cartridges. Alright, I guess that didn't happen then.
What? No. I did things. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you did things,
Do you
and then
going?
yeah. But yeah. So do you just like what are you up to now? The three idiots are still like figuring out where they're gonna set up the temple, but you're pretty sure it's gonna take a while.
Oh yeah, Ghost. Are you here? Right now?
So
Oh fuck, Ghost isn't here. Wait, hang on.
so Kane,
I
Jonathan.
thought Ghost was here.
Ghost is not here.
Well, I'm hoping Jonathan will be here eventually. I guess Kane. In the meantime.
Shit.
As we mentioned before, since oh, and I look over towards Alexander, we cannot go back to the speakeasy. The heretics are watching that location. We will have to either start meeting up at your church once the little rascals figure it out.
Yeah. Like, little rascals, they're still, like, 26. They're the same age as most of your party. They're
Oh,
just, like,
oh, I thought these were fucking 12-year-olds.
No. No, like, they are idle, like, they're idle youth in the sense that, like, they are middle-class third sons that have finished an education but don't have to work.
They're
Like,
quite
they're
literally
better-
me's.
Like,
Damn.
the sorts of people that have
Okay,
nothing better
this
to do.
changes my interaction so much, and you don't understand. I thought I was going down on like my hands on my knees and being like, "Hello, I
No.
need you to." I thought
We thought you were just patronizing.
no, I
Which
thought the
does
fucking
work.
12-year-olds.
That is in
Yeah.
character for you.
You know what?
Yes.
That does work though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no. Like, they're just the sorts of people that have nothing better to do than follow homeless people around as a joke, and then it went too far.
Oh, how wonderful!
Sick. To ruin
All
more
right,
people's
so
lives. Let's
do,
go.
Do we let them figure out where he's gonna go? Do we just leave him in hopes that they will?
Well, I mean, you probably want to know where the temple is. If you
Oh
want
yeah,
to
okay,
feed them,
actually
but
no.
yeah.
I write down, since Jonathan isn't here, I write down his address, and I go, here, when you find a place to be his church, the Holy One, one of you will have to go to this address and let this man, I point to Jonathan as he stares up the anything. No, where it is, so other apostles can come and help. And then
Speak not the address aloud, for the
Yeah.
walls have ears.
this is true.
They just nod and go back to being wide-eyed and like confused. They very clearly had a wild night.
Okay, ta-ta.
Alexander, how long have these people been following you around?
Since 3 days past.
We have to keep a closer eye on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to cut it off for tonight or no?
I mean, people seem to be disappearing, so maybe it's for the best. We could try to wait for some
We're
of them
kind
if
of
we
missing
want to do anything.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we're starting to
only
miss
have
people.
3 people right now.
Since just
since
kind of
Ghost
died.
left for a bit.
Rip.
It is my bedtime. I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Dude, I don't either. I've been so pissed off at work.
Why? What happened?
It's just been like bullshits after more bullshits.
Plural?
Yes. Literally the other day I had a dude call me and be like, you know those technical drawings you worked on? I went, yeah, they're all wrong. I went, okay. He didn't elaborate. He just told me they're wrong. So I gotta fix those, and I've been on a
If they're wrong, who is right?
Apparently the checkers who missed it. The like first 6 times they checked it.
All right. I'm gonna head off.
Bed sleepyhead.
Real.
Don't die.
Sleep maxing.
We need you to live.
Cool cap. Size
Oh
7.5.
my god, I'm going to the Maliary.
What?
Oh, well, this is a load of cock.
The Maliary. Oh, we just ended.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Oh shit, that would actually
Yeah,
be kind of
so-
cool.
What you missed is, Laria had the fantastic idea of taking the 3 young men and telling them to go establish a temple for the Holy One, and then to tell you the address. Like she gave them your address to report to afterwards.
I found a squirt gun for 40 cents. No, I'm not done yet. Looky.
You got a fucking custom hammer with a gold inlay, apparently. I don't know how you afforded that, but okay. Sure.
Where a gold inlay was $1, and it was popular to have that in a lot of shops where they would do gold inlay for you. There are ones that are $5 and $2. I don't know.
I'm sure that you can just use some gold leaf, or even cheaper, just some yellow paint.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, are you chipping into other, like, is that... How much is $2 back? Let me look.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I will mention that by virtue of having 3 rich idiots middle-class idiots on followers, Minty has gone up to funds level 2.
Huh.
Let's go.
He can, in fact.
He has
Just
3
ask
middle-class
people to
idol
fight for
youths
him.
who will pay shit with him.
Oh my god, let's go.
We're gonna
get-
just have a donation
It's
bin.
it's going to be a bit more involved because you have to convince Alexander Welshire to convince the stupid idiots.
You guys are well on your way to starting. You guys are well on your way to starting your own society.
We're literally
Oh my god, we get our own cult!
We made our own cults. All it took was to break Alexander's mind. We'll never have to work a day in our life.
I feel like Minty understands the game much better than I do. Like, holy shit. I've been
Yeah.
trying to figure out the magic system.
Yeah.
And like Minty's like, you know what I should do? I should go insane. And then
Minty's
just...
going vibes.
He did
You
also
just
try
start-
he did also try to fireball Anglicans with his mind. It just didn't do much of anything.
But I needed to do that intentionally for lore character reasons to prove to myself that it doesn't that like my connection to like my past source of light isn't working.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ, my God! Please drop a meteor on this Englishman's house.
Okay, that's not working. Moth time.
Girl, we can't. I think that would break the game.
But would it?
Why does Sears have motorcycle?
Sears has always had motorcycles. Sears have automotive.
Sears had
Buy your
houses.
house.
Sears
Buy
had
your house.
fishing boats. Like,
Yeah. Also, as another consequence of Alexander Welcher's adventures, for the past week you have been having terrible sleep.
Fucking dickhead.
Like,
e-
all
e-
of you have been like whenever you try to sleep, you are not particularly rested from any of that sleep. Like you're just having
Oh.
a terrible time.
Because Alexander Welcher is up. Okay.
Well, he's not up.
Wait, so
Oh.
why are we having bad sleep again?
I'm very up. What are you talking about? I was about as up as you could get.
Yes, that's fair. But yeah, no. Don't worry about it. Just know that your sleep quality has gone down drastically for the past week.
What is the shoe pattern knife? What? Automotive.
Fascination. Roll fascination. Roll fascination.
Wait, he's already fascinated.
Can we get the priest roller skates so we can glide?
Boys,
float?
oh boys, look for regular nickel-plated dollar watch for 61 cents. I'm good, thank you.
Get him boxing gloves. Can't wait to furnish the cult church with a hammock for $3.
That's a very expensive hammer.
Listen, if money becomes available, there is silk being attached to that mining helmet.
Are you gonna turn the mining helmet into a fucking miter?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's gonna turn into a Pope hat.
Well, maybe not quite Pope, but like, you know, maybe Bishop? Who knows?
Deacon, clearly.
Oh wait, we can buy a tent. We can buy a big tent.
What are you gonna do with a tent?
What are you gonna do with a tent in the middle of the city?
Put it-
Glamping isn't gonna be invented for like nearly a century.
What? I can't believe we haven't invented glamping yet.
Oh no, like glamping is a very recent invention, all things considered.
Oh damn, that's expensive. That's $39. How much is that?
For a tent?
Yeah, for a big tent.
Like a pavilion tent?
No, like a one with a sunroof.
That's a lot of money.
We have to. We'll put it all down and then we'll give it to them. You could take things out or leave them.
Good night.
Good night, bud.
Man,